day. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and third overall pick.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
By Antoine Winfield.
Ryan will throw again. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley, and he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Chris Godwin, 55 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up the throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to be incomplete. A good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got his big tight end, Grownski. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Winfield Jr. It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Ryan. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
No gain on
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
And it is now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, and 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The 38-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The 35-yard
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
To throw again. Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. On third down, Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the gun, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Unable to get it to Grownski that time. But now it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He gives to Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Ryan. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throw there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst, and he gets it down to the 32.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Return here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Youngway Cooper.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
4th down. Here's Ryan. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Jones, the ball.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
First down.
Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, You start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 46.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 30.
Well played. Well played.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. complete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. It's like you got to put it on the line. Execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.